What's up, everybody? I hope you're staying safe, staying well. Thank you again for clicking on this video. I'm just gonna wing this, which I always do, but there's a few things I want to get to in this video, so bear with me. I hope you guys are watching this all the way to the end, because trust me, you don't want to miss my rambling. I can flip-flop from one thing to another, and my brain just runs 90 miles an hour. First thing I want to get to is the primaries. Primaries in New York and Kentucky over. The progressive candidate in Kentucky, Charles Booker, he lost. Sucks. But the thing that gets me with that is he was outspent by her 40-1. She spent $40 million on the primary, and he spent not even $1 million. And he still almost beat her. It was like a 42% percentage win. So yeah, that goes to show you that as corrupt as they are and as hard as they try to rig these elections, that your vote actually does make a difference. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let anybody lie to you. It makes a difference. The only real issue that I have with the primaries in Kentucky, I don't know about New York. I don't know if they did this or not. Kentucky did actually actively engage in voter suppression. Jefferson County, which is Louisville, shut down over half of the polls to keep people from voting. That's why they done it. They can claim it was because of COVID-19 all they want to. That's bullshit. I know that, and anybody else with half of a brain knows that. They done it because they were trying to keep people from voting. That's the way that this system works now, is the corporations own our government, and the puppets that they have in our government will lie and cheat and steal anything and anytime they have to in order to win. That's what they're doing. They're lying and they're cheating and they're stealing. That's what they're doing. And Amy McGrath is just like them. That's the reason why they want her. The moderates that you all call them. They're not moderates. They're trash. That's what they are. Amy McGrath is trash. Chuck Schumer's trash. Nancy Pelosi is trash. Mitch McConnell's trash. And yes, Donald Trump is trash. Y'all need... I'm so sick of this. I really am. I'm just so far beyond sick of this corruption and the lying and the cheating and the stealing that they're doing to take these elections, and then when they win, they're greasing each other's palms and putting money in each other's pockets. And who gets screwed? You do. You vote for them, and they screw you. I don't know when y'all gonna realize this. The only counties in Kentucky that went for Charles Booker, which is pitiful, by the way. It really is. It just goes to show you where the low information voters are. Now, I'm not calling everybody stupid. Granted, some of them are stupid. But the majority of people that go to the polls, they're not stupid people. That's the reason why I can't wrap my brain around this, is why we have intelligent people. They don't bother to get the information that they need. You're just not bothering. They get on TV, you watch their ads, they get on TV and they lie to you, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote for them. Y'all got to use your head. Come on now. Use your head. Yeah, it's not like they're trustworthy. Who would have thought a politician's not trustworthy? They're not. They're not. That's just the way it is. They're not. God, I can't believe this, man. Jefferson County, which is Louisville, Lexington, and Bowling Green, went for Charles Booker. that's the bigger places that, well, the only places that I seen that he won outright, and he still almost beat her, and she outspent him 40-1. The corruption, the corruptions took hold, and they're using you guys to ensure their own personal wealth and power, and you're allowing them to do it. You got to stop it. I've said it in every one of the videos that I've done. You got to stop it. You got to stop being ignorant. You got to stop being low info voters. You got to start doing your research and checking this stuff out. Otherwise, you're the one getting screwed. It's not just me. I'm not on here saying, oh, well, you got to stop because you're screwing me. You're getting screwed too. You're getting screwed too. I'm not the only one. Do you think they're differentiating between you and me? No, they're not. They're just as willing to screw you over as they are me. And they are. So, yeah. Keep on. Keep on voting for your moderates. Your moderate Democrats. You know what they are? They're corporatists. They're corporatists. They're corrupt. They're dirty. You name it. They are. Yeah, I gotta stop voting for them, man. You gotta stop. So, yeah. Now Amy McGrath goes up against the dirtiest player in the game, Mitch McConnell. And she does not have one iota of a chance of beating him. Not one. So now the rest of the country has looked upon Kentucky to make a difference and to do something for the people. And what's Kentucky do? Lets down the entire country again. Y'all proud of yourself? You shouldn't be. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. My second thing is the whole wearing the mask thing. What the hell is wrong with you all? Like, what is the problem with having to wear a mask? I mean, what? I got 2 masks laying right over there. What's the problem? Nobody's forcing you to do anything. As of up till right now, as far as I can see, the CDC recommended it, and everybody's been saying, okay, yeah, y'all need to wear a mask. It's a virus. It's transmitted through the air. 6 feet, coughing, sneezing, whatever. It can blow that virus 6 feet. It's in the air. It's airborne. And wearing a mask does dramatically lower your risk of getting the virus because it goes into your lungs. Doctors and experts have said this over and over and over again. And you got people that have no degree whatsoever. And even if you did, it don't make you an expert. But you got people that have no degree whatsoever, and they're on here like, well, the virus can go in your eyeballs and your ears too. What about that? What about that? It makes my head hurt. It really does. Don't you think that a doctor with a PhD and expertise level knowledge of infectious disease would think of that? The virus goes in your lungs, people. It's basic anatomy. What's connected to your lungs? Your eyes are not connected to your lungs. Your ears ain't either. Are you serious right now? Stop. Stop. Please. Just stop. Education. It is your friend. Education. I feel stupid having to tell people that. I really do. I shouldn't have to be on YouTube telling you all you need to be educated. That's pathetic. It really is. Okay. Now, as far as the conspiracy theorists go, and that's what you are, the government's trying to force us to wear a mask so that we can inhale the virus, and I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. So that we can inhale the virus, and they have little drones that look like mosquitoes, and they're putting chips in us, and really? Really? Go away. You're just a silly person. Go away. My next thing. I've not touched on these protests, so this may piss some of you off, but I'm getting sick of seeing the bigots on Facebook. I really am. And I've been arguing with some of you. I don't have to call you out. You know who you are. You do not lump everybody together. Yeah, of course you're going to have bad apples. You have people that are committing crimes. They're burning buildings down. They're dragging people out of their cars and assaulting them. And yeah, I mean they're committing crimes. They're bad apples. Guess what? They're not legitimate protesters. They're not. They are people that are seizing the opportunity to commit crimes. They're seizing the opportunity with all this shit going on to do what they want to do, separate the protest and the protesters. These people are not legitimate protesters. They are criminals and they belong in jail because the racists are seizing their opportunity, if that makes sense. The racists are looking at this and saying, aha, they just give me the chance to lump everybody together and say, see, yeah, got you. See, told you. They're all savages. They're all criminals. They're committing crimes. They're burning down people's property and they're assaulting people. Yeah, they're all criminals. They're all savages. I know they're not. If you're intelligent at all and you can differentiate what's going on and you see what's going on, you know who the criminals are. And it's not the legitimate protesters. And since I've had to repeat this several times on Facebook, I'm going to repeat it again in this video. What y'all need to understand is that this country has a long, long history of discrimination and bigotry and prejudice. But there's only been one class that have never had to fight for anything. They've always had the rights and the privileges and the protections under the law. They've always had it. Straight, white, Christian men. Y'all can get mad about that if you want to. It's the truth. Look it up. That's the only people in this country that have never had to fight for their rights, have never had to worry about being discriminated against, have never had to worry about being assaulted or murdered or picked out of a crowd just for being who they are. That's the truth. I mean, you go back as far as you want to go back. Women had to march, protest, fight for their rights. And then you move on to black people. They had to fight, march, protest for their rights. Then you move on up to gay people. The LGBTQ community has had to fight and march and protest for their rights. And now it's like we came full circle and here we are again. The discrimination and the bigotry and the hatred have never went away. That's why y'all don't seem to understand that. You want to get on Facebook and talking, oh, well, it's 2020 and I've never owned any slaves and nobody I know has ever owned any slaves, so you need to get over it. It's really, really hard to get over something that is not over. And it's really easy to sit back and say, get over it, when you're part of the privileged people that have always had your rights and your protections and your liberties, and you've never had to worry about them being violated. Real easy to sit back in a privileged state and look out at everybody else and say, oh, you just need to get over it. No, you need to shut the hell up. That's what you need to do, because you don't have a clue what you're talking about. If you had any idea what it was like to not be able to walk down the street without the fear or the constant thought in your head that you're going to be targeted because of who you are, or that you're going to be assaulted or shot or murdered because of who you are or who you love or what you look like. That's the history that we have in this country. Y'all know this, and I know this. So why are you acting like everything's fine and people are protesting for no reason? Because they're not. There's a reason. You just don't have no idea what that reason is, because your privileged ass has never had to worry about it. Y'all, you're pissing me off, and I'm going to call you out. I don't care if you're mad. I don't care if it makes you mad. I don't care what you've got to say about it. I'm going to call you out. It's just that simple, because it's bullshit. We live in 2020, and this ignorance of prejudice and racism and homophobia and sexism, it's ridiculous to be having to deal with this in 2020, but we do. And I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that it goes away for good. Everybody should have the rights and the privileges and the protections under the law that you have. You're not fucking special. Everybody has those rights. The Constitution guarantees us those rights. I don't give a damn what your religion says. Keep your religion out of it. We don't live under your religion. We live under the law called the Constitution. If you want to have your religion, fine, have your religion. Do whatever you want to do. It don't matter. You're also free to do that. What you're not free to do is to violate somebody else's rights, or infringe upon somebody else's rights, or do what you want to somebody else because of your religion. You don't have the right to do that. You know you don't have the right to do that. Anybody with the slightest bit of common sense knows you don't have the right to infringe upon anybody else with what you believe. Even the racists and the homophobes and the bigots, yeah, they're going to believe what they're going to believe. You can't change that. But what I'm telling you is that the Constitution and the law that we live under in this country says everybody has the same rights as you do. Too damn bad if you don't like that. That's the way it is. Deal with it. And if you want to wave your little rebel flag and talk about, if you don't like this country, you can leave, and you're waving the wrong flag. The Confederate flag is not the national flag. So, go sit down. You don't know what you're talking about either. There, I said it. Y'all made me do this. You made me do this. It's been building up, man. Building up to a dangerous level. Like my brain was going to explode. I was talking to my sister earlier, and that's what I told her. My brain is going to explode if I don't do another video, because y'all killing me. And this is your doing, not mine. We as a people, we as Americans need to come together and do what is in our best interest. That means we need to put a stop to the corruption out of these politicians. We need to get rid of them. We need to stop allowing the minority, and they are the minority, of the prejudiced bigots, the racists and the homophobes and the sexists. You are the minority, because the majority of this country is intelligent enough to know that bullshit has no place. It has no place here anymore. You are the minority. We as a people need to come together and stamp that shit out. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. Everybody deserves to be able to live in this country in peace, work, be with your family, go on vacation, love who you want to love, vote, do everything that the Constitution guarantees us the right to do, and be happy. And the government needs to start working for us instead of the corporations. It's time to end this bullshit. I'm tired of it, man. We as a people need to come together and make it happen. And if y'all don't want to come together and make it happen, then step aside, because there's plenty of us that do. How about that? So, yeah. I can breathe a little bit now. Rant over for now. I'm still in Miami. I went swimming today and got salt water in my damn mouth, and I about puked, because it was just like it was like pouring salt into a cup and adding a few drops of water and just drinking it. Yeah. Oh, it was awful. But to be able to swim in the ocean was an experience I will always have. It was good. But yeah, I'm gonna fly back out Saturday. Today's Thursday, so I've only got one more day here. But yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're gonna do something different next time, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys again for clicking on this video. I'm always gonna say that, because watching the video and liking it and subscribing it, that means the world to me. I love you guys for that. Thank you. Continue to subscribe, like, and share. I'm still meeting a lot of people on Facebook that are like, oh, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I've been posting it all over the place. I mean, what's going on? Facebook like blocking me or something? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to post this one too. And I'm not going to be doing any more videos in Miami. I'll probably be home for the next one that I do. So I'll see you guys next time.